I am studying for free. I have been studying for free for 3 years now, and I have 3 to 4 more years to go, and it's still free. Just another sunny day in Southern California. It's where the people came to play. Hi guys, welcome back. It's Summer here, and if this is your first time, please subscribe. Now, today I want to be talking about how I was able to relocate to Canada for free. As impossible as it sounds, it is true. I did travel from Nigeria to Canada on a fully funded scholarship in 2020 for my master's. And I finished my master's in 2022 and started my PhD in 2022 as well on a fully funded scholarship for the next 4 years. Now, if I tell you that I haven't asked my parents for money, they haven't sent me money, or I'm not broke, you would not believe, because the scholarship covers like virtually everything, and I just like enjoy the good life. So this is just a very short video, to be very honest, because I want you to get important information that most people don't really share, or you don't even believe because you haven't seen those people. So I applied for my master's in 2019, September 2019, when the application opened, and I got admission in April 2020. Applied for my visa, and I arrived in Canada same 2020. And it was a fully funded scholarship from the university, and I didn't even stop there, right? I even got into school, and there were tons of external fundings that I could apply for because I qualified, and I applied and I won all of them. I applied for 4 external scholarships and I got them. One was 20 grand. Shout out to Law Society of British Columbia. Thank you so much. The funding went a long way to, give me what I wanted. Some were 10K, some were 5K, some were, I think the last one was 10K-ish. So plus my school's fully funded scholarship, which means I literally do not need money or anyone to pay for my tuition. So they've sorted everything out. They gave me the money. And one beautiful thing I like about most Canadian schools, so I'll speak for my school, University of Victoria, they pay the money into your account. So however you want to use the money is up to you. If you use the money to go and bet or whatever, however you want to use it, that's on you. If you use the money to go and get a house, or if you use the money to trade in cryptocurrency, which so I'm just here to just let you know that they pay the money into your account, so you do with it as you please, right? You just take the money from the account to pay your tuition when it's time for you to pay your tuition. And I really like it because not only are they sending the money to your account, other organizations or external bodies who give you funding just send their check to your house and it's yours. So I would say for my master's, I got roughly about $60,000, which was more than enough because my tuition fee, you are asked to pay per term. So I was paying a certain amount. I think for the first term, because you have to pay for insurance and stuff, it's a little bit high. So I had to pay like 3,500 per term. So imagine someone that had 60 grand, and in a year you'll be paying less than 10 grand for tuition, right? So then your living expenses is your rent, your grocery shopping and stuff. So if you're someone that when you just moved into Canada, you don't want to spend a lot of money on rent, and you are able to get a place to stay for $600 to $700 monthly, then that's a good deal. So let's say you're spending plus your grocery shopping, you're going to be spending close to let's say $800 monthly. So 800 plus your 3,500 approximately. So you find out that you're not spending a lot of money. So you have maybe extra 20 grand for free, which I always like people to save. I save a lot. Let me just state that I am not a good investor. Not because of anything. I think I still have this whole fear syndrome that it's going to crash. So I am not really ready to take that risk, but I think that is going to change very soon. My point is you get to save extra cash, right? And now also for my PhD, it has just been a roller coaster because even before I got my admission for PhD, I won an external funding for my PhD. So it was just a one-time offer, right? So my school already gave me a fully funded scholarship for 4 years, which was approximately $80,000. That's 20 grand per year. So plus this other one that gave me scholarship, that was 17 grand. So you're seeing 97 grand, and there was this award I won, it was just a little box, I made it 100 grand. So you see that I've won over $160,000 worth of scholarship. Now I'm making this video because this is still, today is, but you're going to see this video in May, but today is April 28th. I applied for a few external scholarships for the second year of my PhD, just because I like to apply for tons of scholarships, and I also like to add the number of scholarships I've won because it's going to help me to win the bigger money. I applied for 3 and I've heard back from 2, and I am proud to announce to you that I won 2 scholarships out of the 3. I don't know what the third one is, but if they haven't gotten back to me by now, that means I probably did not make it. But I won 2 other external scholarships. So remember I said I applied for 3 and I won 2 out of 3. And one is the PEO International Scholarship. Please go and browse about PEO International Scholarship. It's a very competitive scholarship where I was competing against other women in the entire Canada and the United States. It is not a joke. And I am privileged to be one of the recipients. So please, if you're here, just clap. And then the second scholarship I won was from a foundation in BC. So by the time I calculate all the money that I'm getting for this new year plus my school's 20 grand, oh my God. So this is me just trying to tell you that there is free money and that you can study abroad for free. Now, there is something that I also want to address briefly, and I'm going to do that in less than a minute. It does not matter your grade. So even if you have a third class, even if you have a second class upper, even if you have a second class lower, even if you have HND, there is a scholarship for you. It might not necessarily be in Canada because there are tons of people that I know in my space that have gotten fully funded scholarships in the United States with a tutu. A friend of mine just told me 2 days ago that her younger sister, who is still about to finish her undergraduate degree in Nigeria, just got a fully funded scholarship to a direct PhD. So she's not doing masters. So she's jumping masters straight to PhD on a fully funded scholarship. And if I tell you the name of her course, you'll be shocked. So it's a science course. I'm going to put that in the description if I remember. But what I'm trying to say is that it is possible. I also have friends who had HND and they are currently in the United States on a fully funded scholarship. So if they all went abroad for free and I also went abroad for free, you can as well. I know some people ask me questions like, oh, how can you say that we can go abroad for free? Is an international passport not something that we're going to pay for? And I'm just shocked because, one, I know that you have to pay for international passport, but that is your international identity. That is your identity, for goodness sake. How do people identify you? When you're looking at the global space, we're not looking at your driver's license, number and stuff. We're looking at your international passport that would allow you to relocate abroad. Right? Even if it's a conference and it's fully funded, you need your international passport to board. So I always tell people that there are tons of organizations. For instance, ᴅɪsᴄᴏᴜ, which is an organization that I co-found with my dearest friend, Idara Pakara. And every year we always dish out tons of international passports to persons. And this year we are yet to open the application. So if you do not have an international passport and you need one, you should look out for organizations like ᴅɪsᴜᴜ. There are other private individuals that also, provide international passports for persons. So I don't think that it is so much of an excuse. And then thirdly, let's say you do not win any of the scholarships or grants that are, put out for those passports. So let's say you don't, right? And I would always advise people that if you're working, I advise you to save something for your international passport. Or if you're serving, you should save, let's say 4K out of your alawi monthly, right? So this is just an advice, just in case if you are not able to win any of the grants for the international passport. Anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that I am studying for free. I have been studying for free for 3 years now, and I have 3 to 4 more years to go, and it's still free. So the most important thing is that you're not a naysayer. I don't like naysayers. I don't like people who like to just argue without asking questions. But yes, see you in the next video, and do not forget to subscribe.